dash forward?
I dash forward and I do Piccolo's 236M, and then it just crosses up back up again.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's the Piccolo thing.
Oh,
Yo, there he is.
Well,
tight
to you.
Yo.
Straw Hat Namagi, big One Piece fan. Love you,
Straw Hat Namagi. All right, so what are we doing here? Good, good. All right, do people hear me now already?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hello.
Hey.
Whoa, this is a different experience for me.
I'm just going to keep talking lower and lower.
Yeah, it's kind of weirding me out a little bit.
So we live already?
We are definitely live right now. This is me, TDG Oso here, and we have Christopher Sabat.
Yeah.
This is the voice of Vegeta, if you didn't already know. You probably already knew that, and also the voice of Piccolo and many others.
I knew it.
He knows. I'm not sure if the stream knows. This is you're right back at it. So you were just playing a tournament against the voice of Goku, Sean.
It wasn't as much of a tournament as it was like kind of a mass execution. It was pretty bad. It feels so terrible because I felt like my opponent didn't even show up for the match. It was terrible.
Not to offend anyone, I'm not going to comment on that.
You can comment on all day. Sean knows. We've talked about this. I'm like, bro, you should have practiced. You should.
When I was watching the whole thing, it really looked like you had a pretty decent amount of time with so your Perfect Legend had showed you.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if
I got some instruction from Perfect Legend, and I took it very seriously. Like, I picked him up from the airport even. They're like, we'll send him over there. I'm like, no, I'll go get the guy.
I'll do it myself.
So I picked the dude up from the airport, bring him to the studio. I take him to dinner, and I'm like, I want to know how to win. How do I win? I'm like, I don't need to know every combo. I need to know everything. Just let me know how to win. And so that's what we did. We practiced, like, kind of these weird fundamentals. Like, if you're a new player and you don't want to be able to have to learn every single combo there is, you can really go pretty far just by switching out your characters effectively, making sure you kind of have your health management down by using your assists properly, and using your and then swapping out characters as often as you can to make sure that nobody gets too beaten. And if you don't know all the special attacks, then that's a good thing, because then you can kind of use the instant transmission with the kind of the X and the, I need to look at the controller.
The X, and I believe it's heavy.
It's like basically the bottom button and the right button. That was another disadvantage I had when I was playing Sean. I would have blown out so many great specials had I been playing on a PS4 controller.
So the whole time you were practicing on a controller.
I was practicing. Well, I still got to use a controller. However, we were playing on an Xbox, so I had to use an Xbox controller. And to me, going from a PS4 to an Xbox controller is like this weird handicap, because I felt like you feel like the analog stick, like
it's like
you kind of want
slightly positioned.
Yeah, I feel like down, like I feel like I'm pulling straight down, but I think it's pulling to like southwest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was uncool. But as I was saying, like if you can kind of learn how to manage your health of your players well, and then just use kind of the auto combo system, and then of course. The one other thing I had to learn, and this is after practicing it for a little bit, is whenever I would play kind of a match against a computer, they would kind of have me like pinned in a corner for some reason. I was like, how do I get out of that? And the best thing you can do in that situation is like your R2 button, your Dragon Rush is probably your best friend in that game. That thing can push through almost anything.
I am really surprised that you know this much about the game.
Oh, dude, as I said, like. I took it very seriously.
Yeah.
If I'm going to play a match in front of a lot of people, I am going to work my ass off. So.
I can't wait to see the rematch.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for it, because now I'm hoping that Sean's actually going to spend a little more time. Maybe he might get a new trainer. Maybe he should call me up.
I know Sean well, and I know that if there's a chance of a rematch, he is going to skip his recording sessions because he's so obsessed with it. Sean becomes so obsessive about things. So if we do have a rematch, I will have my work cut out for me because he will work his butt off. So yeah, like any new I mean, I guess if you're watching this, you're not necessarily a new player. You're probably playing this a while, but yeah, it was fun, and I actually went back and watched the stream after the after the fact.
You know, tournament players do that, right? Maybe we should have you on the sticks. Maybe you should be up there playing instead of commentating.
I should. Yeah, it's like I guess I should have been commentating this. This match is happening right now.
That first one just happened. We can get into it. We've got.
All right, we go GGEA Toy versus Strawberry.
Hey, we got Strawberry playing Cell over here. Oh, we do have Vegeta. GGEA Toy is playing Vegeta. I don't know how you feel about that. He's in the back. Oh, actually, both of them are playing Vegeta.
GGEA is sort of like his play on words on Vegeta, like Vegeta. I don't know, maybe. So this is a match that actually might have happened in real life. Cell and Trunks possibly crossing paths at some point.
In a different timeline, probably.
Yeah. In the timeline, I wish they had spent a little bit more time on, frankly.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm really curious about what's going to happen with all the different timelines. Like, if they're going to change it up. Because the way that Super's going now, you probably can't talk about that too much. But I'm really interested to see what's going to happen after Super. And if they're going to...
Then if I knew...
oh, wow.
if I actually knew exactly, I mean, I have some idea of where it's going. But, yeah, the... Japanese like to be, well, not just the Japanese as a people, but Toei in particular, they like to keep a tight lid on stuff. In fact, when we were working on Xenoverse, they wouldn't even tell us who Goku Black was because they hadn't gotten to Goku Black in the series.
Oh, didn't you guys have to do the voices blind?
We had to do the voices without knowing anything.
Oh, wow.
And it was unfortunate because we kind of had to make some decisions without any information at all. We're like, hey, who is this guy? Like, he is an evil Goku. I'm like, but is he Goku? Is he played by Masuko Nozawa? Is he, like, who is it? They're like, he is an evil Goku. I'm like, but where's he come from? Like, what's this deal? Like,
he's evil.
What's he evil about? Goku. Like, is he just like a Goku from an alternate? Like, he is evil. Okay, never mind.
They're like, what else do we need to tell you?
Yeah,
he's evil and he's Goku. So yeah, it looks like GGEA Toy is putting in quite some work here on Strawberry. Strawberry, known as an anime player. I'm sure you know about like the different fighting game communities now. GGEA Toy is more of a Street Fighter player. Strawberry is more of an anime player. So this is kind of like a clash of communities. The really good thing about this game is that unlike all the other games, like everybody else is usually just a Street Fighter fan or just an anime fan or like specifically Guilty Gear or BlazBlue. With this game, everybody is a fan.
Sort of blends everything, doesn't it?
It is the coolest thing to have.
It's so nice to have not only a great-looking, gorgeous, like probably the, in my opinion, the best-looking Dragon Ball game.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that.
Mixed with what some people are calling one of the best fighting games ever made. So I'm really impressed by this.
I'm sure you played a decent amount of fighting games. Would you say this is your favorite fighting game?
Well, it's my favorite fighting game because it's the first one that's ever forced me to be more serious about it, but also I have obviously a lot of investment in the Dragon Ball license because I've been waiting for a game like this since I started. Okay, maybe this is foreshadowing for what my other idea is because I've always been telling them like you just need a great 2D beautiful game instead of kind of a lot of the weird. Although I will say that I think that Tenkaichi, like Budokai,
they were good games. They were good.
There were some of those that were pretty fun, but it felt more like a flying game than a fighting game.
Most of the Dragon Ball community.
By the way, it's getting down to the wire. This could be anybody's match right now.
Yeah, actually, Strawberry has been mounting a comeback on Toy pretty hard, and of course, no better way to end it with Vegeta versus Vegeta.
Yeah, I think. By the way, I really wished I could have played more than one Vegeta during that.
You wanted to play 3 Vegetas?
Well, dude, he played 3 Gokus against me.
Fingers crossed that they happen to add in another Vegeta, so then I can also play, because I played 3 Gokus, but I really want to play 3 Vegetas. I usually throw Trunks or Piccolo on there instead.
No, that's it.
Looks like Toy is going to go ahead and take that game. Strawberry almost coming back there.
It's crazy. When someone launches a special attack like that, you have like just this fraction of a second to be able to instant transmission out of it.
Otherwise, you just eat it,
yeah,
just like the show.
Swallow it whole, man.
Rest in peace, Yamcha.
Okay, so this is their how many matches have they had already? Is this one of is this their second match?
I believe this is their second match. We should still be doing 2 out of 3. I think your format was a little bit different. Yours was first to 5, but you kind of like broke the rules a little bit.
Well, here's the deal. Like, when we played our first match, and Sean was like, the controller's broken, the build is different, my back hurts, this chair's uncomfortable.
It's hot in here. These are things that we as fighting game players hear all the time. Like today just, wasn't my day. I ate some popcorn before I came in here.
You know how popcorn can affect your game, man.
It's very serious.
You can't be like throwing out special attacks when you're like gassy.
It's epidemic.
Yeah, man. So I'm surprised he could have used, I guess he's just trying to save his power for that. I was wondering why he didn't try an instant transmission out of that situation.
Mainly what most of the good players are doing right now is holding on to their bar and only using it if you want to guarantee a kill. So right now he's not going to use his bar quite yet because Goku Black has a lot of life. And they were just kind of switching up. Oh, that was a pretty good combo. Nice combo extension there. Now he's going to use his bar because he might be able to kill. Actually, this looks like it's going to kill.
Man, my favorite thing in this game, probably one of the things that makes me feel better than anything else in this game, is when you get that chance to be able to launch off all 3 of your characters' specials at the same time.
It is the coolest.
Oh, it makes you feel so... Like, when I finally learned that you could do that, my mind was blown.
But it also feels strange when, like, Goku tags in another Goku, and then Goku Black comes in, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah. God, so I'm still really impressed. I'm hoping they... I played through the tutorial modes, and I'll be honest, I'd literally love to see somebody do those combo challenges in front of me, because some of them are just flat impossible. I can't even do it.
Oh my goodness! Chris, I think I thought they were a little too easy.
Really?
I
don't know.
Maybe I thought you were better.
I'm also an analog stick kind of player, and I know that probably is an uncool thing, but some of those combo challenges were really hard. Like, it wasn't like it was easy, and then the last one would always be so
This is
hard.
impossible. I'm sure Vegeta would be like, this can't be.
Yeah. This is I still am watching this game because I'm watching builds that have more and more players unlocked, and some of the special techniques are just so much fun.
Well, speaking of special techniques, there's a grab there from, it looks like Toy, and that's actually how he killed Cell in the series.
I love it.
That's canon.
I love it. This game is canon right now. You're right.
What I can't wait to see is the 8 characters that they're going to add. That is my biggest interest. I think one of the things that's going to keep this game alive is those 8 characters. As long as they can keep like knocking those characters out, have like a season 1, a season 2.
What characters would you want to see?
Oh man, I really want to see. Let me think of like 3 characters. Broly for sure. There's not too many female characters in this game, so I think I'd want to see like Kefla or Khalifa.
Yeah. Those are characters I don't want to see.
Wow!
Only because I don't want to have to cast them too soon. You know what I mean?
Wow! Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Every time those characters come up in the game, I'm forced to do that. Like for instance.
Yeah, because so Xenoverse, the voice came out in. We heard like English Goku Black in Xenoverse before we heard it in the series, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
you also
okay.
like if you're a Xenoverse fan,
Strawberry takes
you
that.
also. You also got to hear Hit before you heard him in the series. And in fact, Hit was such a kind of a last-minute character for us. We just cast somebody that was kind of available at that time because we didn't have a lot of information on the character as well. And I ended up changing him from, not because I didn't like him, but because the Japanese want to have a say in some of the selection of the voices. And so when it came down to it, I had a better idea of what the voice is supposed to sound like. So I submitted his files, and I also submitted the files for some other guys, and they ended up going with a guy named Matt Mercer. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he is.
Beerus? Is that Beerus?
No. Matt Mercer plays Hit, but he's
Hit, okay.
Jason Douglas is the voice of Beerus. Here's a bit of trivia for people. You know, you can see Jason Douglas on a television show. Are you aware of that? He's on Walking Dead.
No way.
Yeah, he is. He is still alive in Walking Dead, so far as I can tell.
Oh,
like
that's always the next question. You're like, oh, they're on Walking Dead. Are they alive?
He stayed alive a long time. I'm trying to remember. His name is like Caleb or He's one of the dudes in Alexandria that's kind of hanging out with him. He's one of the guys, the kind of bigger, rougher-looking dude. If you saw a picture of Jason Douglas, you'd recognize him from the series. But
oh, my goodness.
Just as a dude who kind of walks in. He kisses Carol. There's a moment where Carol kisses one of the townspeople.
How did I miss this?
I don't know, man. You've been playing these games too much, I guess.
Hey, I got to make sure I win the tournament, you know?
That's true. Well, you already got knocked out, right? Because you ate too much popcorn.
Whoa. Hey, hold on. Not me.
Oh, you can get knocked out yet?
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans around
whatever.
here. I don't...
Yeah, have another bag of popcorn. Let's come up with some more excuses.
So is there ever a point where you guys can't cast someone and you're like, maybe I can voice that character too?
Not anymore.
Okay, so it used to happen.
It used to happen because we were on such a tight timeline to try and get the show recorded that we didn't have a lot of actors back in the late 90s that were even involved. Now we have such a huge actor pool. Now I'm wishing for more characters just so I can bring on some of my other favorites. You know what I mean? There's all these guys that I love working with. It's going to be really hard when we have to start casting some female Saiyans because there are so many strong female voices at Funimation. It's going to be really hard to narrow it down.
You didn't say what your 3 characters you want to see for the season pass are.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Okay, now these...
I'm going to judge you, by the way.
These are my own opinions. I cannot say, I can neither confirm nor deny that these will be the characters. But I'd say number 1 of all characters... Okay, maybe I should end with that one.
Okay.
Number 3, I'd love to see Hercule as a playable character. I
totally agree.
I love him. I love the way they always kind of have to animate around his kind of goofy technique.
Yeah, because everyone else is super strong and
exactly.
He's not. I love him in Xenoverse and all the other games, yeah.
I want Bubbles as a playable character.
Bubbles.
Dude, can you imagine King Kai's Bubbles? He's that crazy little monkey just jumping around doing epic stuff.
What is he gonna do?
No, the only way you can defeat him is to somehow summon some sort of hammer and
just bonk him on the head.
Bonk on the head, I guess. And I'd say the character I would want to see more than any other character in this game, Mr. Popo.
Mr. What?
I'm not kidding. Dude, Mr. Popo.
Are you trolling everyone?
No, I am not. Mr. Popo basically trained the 2 kids when they were Goten Trunks when they were becoming Gotenks.
That's true. You're correct.
Can you imagine how epic Mr. Popo
But we never get to see any of that.
I know, and you would get to play it in the game. You get to realize the Mr. Popo saga that you never got to see in the series.
Is actually godlike.
Man, some other characters I wouldn't mind seeing some of the movie characters. I'd love to see maybe what King Vegeta would be like if I'm mentioning characters that I've played.
The only time we see King Vegeta is he basically just gets beat up by, who is it, Frieza?
Yeah, and then there's also a flashback. I think they did it in Super as well. I know they did it in the movie where it's got Beerus stepping on his head and stuff like that. Ugh.
Which maybe that might have. I don't think he's going to make the roster. Not this time around.
No,
it's not looking like it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a character. I actually love his voice. It'd be nice if they kind of did this. I'd love to see Cooler.
That would be really sick. Specifically the one where he looks like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
That would be really cool.
While we're here, and then obviously I shouldn't promote this dub, but if anyone hasn't seen the Malaysian dub of Dragon Ball Z, just type in, go to your next YouTube session. In your next YouTube session, you type in Malaysian dub Cooler Dragon Ball Z, and it will blow your mind. I'll give you a sample of what some of the dialogue. This is what Cooler sounds like in their version of it. Because the Malaysian dub was basically an English language dub done in Malaysia before Funimation got the English license for it. So it was kind of done as just so people who spoke English there could have something to watch. I don't know. But it should be called the English dub. Because it's why you come cause the trouble? And then Piccolo goes, you are the one who caused the trouble. God, it is so funny.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to check. Hey, if you guys didn't hear right, please write that down. Malaysian dub. And also, we've got GGEA Toy, who actually, it looks like I think he just beat Strawberry.
Yeah, it looks like he's on to Beta Dude.
And Beta Dude and Strawberry are actually brothers.
Oh,
so this is like Kakarot Raditz.
So he's trying to avenge his brother in a way.
He's
And
attempting.
it looks
So
like
far, he's doing a pretty good job.
Looks like he's doing that. What match is that? Is that game 2 or is that match
I believe that is game 1.
Game 1?
Most of these games take a little bit longer than most other fighting games because, I mean, it's Dragon Ball. You already know Dragon Ball is going to take a long time. Goku's got to power up. Then Vegeta's got to get sad that he doesn't have the power up.
It'd be really funny if they had like a special mode that you could be in that like kind of lowered the damage to such a point where you'd have to save the game and come back.
Actually, like the series.
For like one battle would have to take you like 25 hours to finish.
That's a marathon.
How much of the story mode have you had a chance to play?
I haven't got to touch the story mode at all. I actually want to stream the story mode. I really want to experience it. I've been doing everything I can so nobody avoids it. I heard it's extremely good. I also heard it's like 10 hours long.
It's pretty good. I mean, it introduces kind of a new character. I mean, you're probably familiar with it because maybe some people are actually starting to choose this character. I'm assuming it's playable. Are you familiar with the new android that's introduced?
Android 21.
Correct, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. Uh-oh, DualShock battery low. This could affect Beta Dude's performance.
I think both of them are actually playing on DualShock 4s. So somebody needs to hurry up and finish their combo before. So the way that works, if somebody's controller dies, the other person can actually take the match. So if Beta Dude's controller was to die right now, Toy would actually go up a game.
So it's your responsibility to keep your controller charged. If you don't, you're just a jerk, and then you lose the game.
Yes.
That's a way to keep you informed.
Well, you can also potentially mess up somebody else's matches because all the controllers are wireless. So someone could hit a button and not unsync their controller, which actually just happened to me during my tournament. Luckily, I was winning. And then it could ruin basically everybody's match. It's this toss-up of like, I don't know what to do. It's very strange. So it looks like they're really rushing to hurry up and finish this. And GGEA Toy actually coming in with the Cell, Goku Black.
Yeah, he's down a man, though. It looks like Beta Dude is kind of taking his time with this.
As Goku dies, I'm sure Sean is somewhere weeping.
Hey, good. Hey, look, it's my family. I mean, you're not going to see him, but that's Nova. Hi, Nova.
Beta Dude.
Yeah, on the stream, this makes no sense to anybody.
You guys are probably all extremely confused.
Yeah, everyone's confused. Let me
just close your eyes and picture.
Give me 10 seconds. I'm going to say hi to my daughter for a minute, and I'll be right back.
Feel free. And change the future from Beta Dude. GGEA Toy coming in with Goku Black. If you guys didn't already know, Goku Black looking mad good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you guys are here, please retweet the stream. Let the people know. Retweet me. You can find me on at TDGOSO. We've got Christopher Sabat here. I want everybody to know the voice of Vegeta, Piccolo, and I also believe Yamcha. And like, you guys are gonna want to tune in. This is super sick. I'm not sure how long he is gonna be here. I think he's just stopping in like real quick. He'll probably be here for maybe like another 30 minutes. Beta Dude actually came back on quite a bit. Here comes Team Gohan, which we actually haven't seen too much of Team Gohan in this tournament. I think Beta Dude's one of the first to really play the character. Ooh, gets swept. Now he should.
Yeah, that's the reason he doesn't play that character.
Oh, Team Gohan?
Yeah.
Now, I don't agree
with
I
love the way this technique looks.
It looks beautiful. Just like the series. I think all the techniques look just like the series. That's one of my favorite things. It looks like you're playing, like you are playing the
an
anime.
Episode, yeah.
Toy actually bring this back. Beta Dude just getting clipped by about everything.
Looks like someone's about to get to charge his controller.
Oh my god, the last hit as he explodes basically the entire population of Dallas.
God, destructive finishes are the best. They had a missed opportunity, though. They should have had somebody going like, destructive.
Why didn't you do that?
I would have if they'd let me. Just another bit of trivia. The guy who's the kind of the announcer voice for this, is like, ready? Goku versus. That is that's a guy named Justin Briner, and he's the lead character in My Hero Academia.
Deku?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You are dropping knowledge on me. I actually didn't know that, but I know for a fact. I know that There's this All Might character. He's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah.
Maybe my favorite character.
He is here.
Oh, I know that you voice him in the English dub. It's amazing. My favorite thing is when he does Plus Ultra. Have you ever heard these words? It is.
My favorites are his smashes.
Oh, like Detroit Smash?
Texas Smash, Detroit
I
Smash.
just realized there is going to be a My Hero game. There's actually going to be a game. So are you going to be doing the voicing for that game? Or do we know if it's only going to be like Japan-only type thing?
I don't know. There's not a whole lot to be said yet. I know it's hard to say. I know they've always done it with the Dragon Ball games, but I mean, for instance, they haven't adapted many of, maybe just one or two of the One Piece games. My Hero Academia is huge, though, so I would be surprised if they didn't. Then again, it's not my call.
The American fans really love it. I think it was just popular all around. So that would be super sick to see you voice in the game. You got your work cut out for you.
Dude, to anybody
you seem pretty busy.
Oh yeah, I keep my days filled.
And we also really appreciate you coming out here, getting on commentary with us. And
of course, this has been great. You realize this location is not too far from, relatively not too far from where I live. So.
Oh, cool. Now, this is Toy and Beta Dude. Okay, looks like we actually have the scores updated this time. This is not canon. Vegeta beating Goku. This never happened. This must be like an abridged.
Dude, Vegeta beats Goku in every fighting tournament. That's just how it's going to have to be from now on.
if the tournament ends that way, I'm sure you would be really happy. I'm sure Sean.
Oh, I'm going to need to know. Uh-oh, it's over with. Wait.
Maybe, I don't know.
Did he cancel it out?
Oh, he doesn't have another character. His other character is dead. Cell, sitting in the graveyard. As Toy knocks him up. It looks like Toy might actually beat Beta Dude. Unless
if it's Goku Black and Vegeta versus Kid Gohan, I hope he has an ace up his sleeve, because that's bad.
Nice DP there from Beta Dude. Now, this is Team Gohan we're talking about. When Team Gohan wasn't a buster, he was actually really sick. And
that might have been by far the coolest time for Gohan. I'll give him credit for that. Because after that, he becomes kind of a little wuss.
He becomes a family man.
Yeah, well, he becomes a dorky teenager first.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. Great Saiyaman. Great Saiyaman arc was interesting, but this is still, I think, my and most people's favorite Gohan.
Oh, dude, I just thought of it. Do you know it would be an epic character? Mighty Mask. Do you remember when? Remember when Goten and Trunks were standing on each other's shoulders, like playing in the tournament? That's what I want to see.
As long as they have like different abilities and stuff, that would be cool. I thought we were on Namek, so I thought you were gonna say like Guru or something like strange like that. I don't think he would be able to move. He would just sit in his chair.
Dude,
and throw out
Guru
attacks.
just sits there and
be like MODOK.
He sits there and just kind of gives energy to people.
Oh,
this is your hidden potential.
Beta Dude making that comeback and actually sending Toy to the losers bracket.
So, how is this tournament played versus the one we did? If you win, do you kind of hold your spot and people just keep playing you until someone defeats you?
So the way it works is it's 2 out of 3, all up until I believe top 8, and then we do 3 out of 5. It's either top 8 or top 3. We'll do like winners finals. So basically, you get to play the tournament. It's 2 out of 3. So I would play you, and if I beat you twice, which I would, because I'm really good at the game. And you're all right. You're okay. So then you would go to the losers bracket. Basically, you get a second chance at life. So then you get to fight your way out of the losers bracket. Essentially going 0-2, that is when you are completely out of the tournament.
Gotcha.
So you would have to, if let's say our first match we play it, you lose the first match, you would have to fight all 51 of these other people to get all the way back.
That's how I'd want to do it.
Not like every single one of them, but you'd have to fight through all of them to get up to the top so then you could win.
This is great. I like this cage that we're in here. If people,
the grid.
People can't see, but this cage is all the way around us. They won't.
We are literally surrounded.
I have to ask for permission to get out.
It's like WWE, a cage match.
Looks like they're setting up another match. Hopefully, somebody has a new controller battery.
Yeah, so I have the luxury. I have a stick that I play on. So you were playing on pad. I have a stick, so I never have to worry about battery issues.
Next time I play, I'm gonna start harnessing the power of the stick.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's going to be something beautiful. If I can find a good game stick that has some accurate kind of
like inputs,
movement.
moves, yeah.
I think that might make my life a little easier. I just am so used to the controller setup now, though. I do love some of how ergonomic it feels.
Me too. So that was my biggest thing, like fighting, like making the switch. Because mainly people in Japan, and I figured I was going to go to Japan one day, then I was like, I need to learn how to play on a stick, because in Japan they mainly play on arcades. And I was like, I can't walk in there with a PlayStation 4 controller. Like, how goofy would I look?
You also have to learn how to pilot a mech, because apparently that happens in Japan too.
They have a Gundam unicorn statue that I really want to go and take a picture with.
I've seen the giant. I've gone to Odaiba, and I've seen that giant Gundam standing in the harbor there. It's super epic.
I'm actually really jealous.
You should be. Dude, I go to Japan as often as I possibly can. It's one of the coolest places in the world.
Yeah, I think I'll probably make a trip this year and go check it out and see what the local fighting game scene is over there. We talk with them a lot, like Twitter, anime Twitter, or just the fighting game community. We kind of go back and forth on Twitter. We have people translate for us. We share tech. It is really sick. Like, the fighting game community is probably one of the coolest communities I've ever been a part of.
Well,
and now it's like the fighting game community plus the Dragon Ball community, which is even cooler.
I'm super excited that I kind of had my first taste of what the esports life is, and I really like it. I like it. It's a cool. It meant one thing I can probably explain that you guys have experienced before if you played in a large match, but maybe a guy like me or someone out there might not have experienced before, is playing on a large stage in a large venue like we did out in Orange County. Like last week, you know, you're wearing the headphones, much like we are now. So you're inside the game world. Except when people start cheering for you, you don't necessarily hear it. You feel it. Like,
yes.
There's this like roar of the crowd, and it like vibrates through your body, and it's the coolest feeling.
Was that the first time you've ever had?
I mean, it's the first time it's the first time I've ever been completely isolated from the audience.
That's really cool.
Being up on stage, having people cheer for you, but you can't necessarily hear them directly. It's kind of awesome. I mean, I'm used to people cheering for me. That happens all the time, like anywhere I go. But
change of subject.
not always wearing headphones. Well, look, I unfortunately came here with limited time because I've got some children with me today that are going to make my life difficult if they don't get to do things soon. So I'm probably going to have to get off this stream for a minute. Dude, it was great hanging with you.
It was a pleasure. This is like a
me.
dream come true that I would actually sit across from you and do commentary with you on a Dragon Ball fighting game that I've been waiting for like
Seriously,
my whole life.
This is great.
Whatever that next event is, I'm going to do everything I can to come out to that next event.
That's awesome.
I'm not going to say I'm going to cheer for you.
You better cheer for me.
I'm definitely going to cheer.
I mean, if you cheer for that other guy, it's only because it's a sympathy cheer.
Well, I appreciate you coming on commentary and commentating with us, coming out here and just being a part of this whole thing.
This is a beefy battle right here.
Yes.
That is
two grown men.
This battlefield smells terrible right now.
Two grown musty dudes.
Well, this grown musty dude's going to get out of here, man. Thanks again for having me.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
My pleasure.
Good luck to everybody playing this tournament, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Sweet.
Take care, man. Bye.
Have a good one. All right.